Yeah, today was doing some cleaning and some other work around my place, and so around my apartment, and so I kind of was sore earlier, wasn't feeling especially great, so I had a soak in the tub, and I felt a lot better afterward. Although, honestly, right after soaking in the tub, I actually felt worse because I had fallen asleep in the tub, and how my neck was on the back of the tub and stuff. Didn't feel great right away, but within about 10 minutes after, I felt about the same as when I went in the tub, and within about 45 minutes after that, I actually felt really good. So I feel a lot better now, but I did for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I really wasn't feeling great, just kind of achy, and my head was like foggy. It was not exactly hard to think, but I really had trouble concentrating. Anyway, so I just kind of took a break. I don't know, about maybe 4 hours ago, 4.5 hours ago, something like that. I took a break for a bit, for about an hour and a half. So it was needed, though. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens. You get to a certain point and you just kind of need to do stuff. So we still don't really know. I want to try to figure out how to get in this stupid extra room that's next door that's hidden, right? Like, we're in this master bedroom and we don't have... I was very curious to learn what was on the other side of the door. I had to figure out some way of getting in. But we don't have this. He says this will take forever, right? So we already... Oh, wrong way. We already tried to... Or not tried to. We already busted a little bit through the hole in the tower, and we stuck a rope through. I'm surprised there's nothing to do with the rope, though. You'd think you could, like... I don't even know. Bust the rope open, or like bust the wall open or something with the rope. Wait. Oh! Here's the rope! I was wondering why we weren't seeing it at all. I carefully pondered the situation and thought about what I was about to do. Okay. Why was I obsessed with that room, or whatever occurred inside this house for that matter? I felt a strong urge to go there, even though I was about to risk my life. I decided that climbing down through the window was the only way to get inside the mysterious room, and I resolved to do it. Oh! Ah, we're outside. We are outside. I guess there's no going back either. Hope we don't die. Oh, it's the window to the other room, I think. But how do I open it, though? Oh, it just opens. Okay. With the last of my strength, I managed to get inside the mysterious room, and mysterious it was indeed. Nice. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, stress really does a number on you. It's terrible. Like, I mean, we're equipped to handle stress to a point, but stress really is not great. Yeah. The arrow, the finger pointing says it could go outside, making me think. I wonder if you climb down. I don't know. I don't imagine you climb back up again, especially with the rain, right? Okay. Toys. Toy airplane and a... What was this, a top or something? It's a little toy lawnmower. And then there are blocks here. T P C O V E S Q. Yeah, right? Like, why is this all bricked up? If it's a kid's room and there's not that big of a deal, like normally a kid isn't that big of a deal, why the frick is the kid's room bricked up? That's interesting. Okay, these probably are important at some point. Maybe the order of the letters or something, but I don't know right now. Let's see what else. And then down below, O-B-I-N-A, and then I don't know if this is an F or something. I can't turn any of them, it seems. So unless that changes, and it could, but unless that changes at some point in the game, I probably need to just know what's on the blocks. Interesting. Creepy wooden horse seemed to be smiling at me. Really? That sounds bad. Like, what the frick? Okay. See, I don't know if this is a portrait of the girl that was in this room. I mean, I don't even know the sex of the child that was in the room, but if this was a girl, if this was the daughter or something, she looks super cute, like just a normal kid. I don't understand. Maybe something horrific happened to her? Why would you brick it up otherwise? It doesn't make any sense. She seems like just a normal, cute kid. And then, like, of course, she has the cute dog with her, too. I'm confused what the significance is. And then a different dog. This is more like a poodle. Whereas this one was, what was this? Yeah, see, this is like a, what do you call it? Not a collie. Can't think of the name, the breed name. Anyway, and this is like a poodle. And then you have the boy and the girl, and they're just playing dress up, just like bows and stuff. I don't know why this place is bricked up. I'm not sure why. What the point is. Hopefully we'll find out at some point. It's probably not good also, by the way. The reason? It's probably bad. The angel was supposedly guarding the room, but it didn't make me feel any safer. Serial. That empty cradle inside such a dirty and neglected room made me feel very sad. Jeez. What is... Oh, I just switched out of magnifying glass. I thought that there's something else we were supposed to do, maybe. Okay. We have still nothing with the lamp. We have no power, so I don't know why I'm really analyzing the lamps. The mirror in reverse doesn't really seem to reveal anything to me. There's this kind of staining on the mirror here. Could be blood, potentially. Or rust. But I don't see anything of significance in reverse here. So that may not be all that important. I'm not sure. Sheep, couple of kids playing shepherds, basically. Toy car, toy plane. Interesting. So they really liked animals. This, I mean, in this, even though I don't think this isn't the same girl, I don't think is what's across, but this child, I guess the parents really wanted to put a lot of animal type things in the child's room. There's the horse, of course. There's like this picture or painting with a cat and a dog. There's a couple of dogs on the opposite side. Birth certificate. 1961/00420. 9th day of August 1961. Child's first name, of course, is not available. Surname Blackwood. Date of birth 7th day of August 1961. So 2 days later they got the baby registered. Place of birth Rothbury, sex male. Okay, so it is a boy. Mother's first name Catherine, middle name Lydia, surname Blackwood, maiden name Dowerton. So we know this is the Blackwood Manor. So if we later read a newspaper or something else about a certain family, we should remember Dowerton in case that ends up being significant somehow. Father's first name James, middle name Thomas, surname Blackwood, occupation engineer. Informant or informants Christopher E. Milton, doctor. Testify whereof, blah, 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 and then he signed it. Okay. I wondered if this member of the family was still around town and would perhaps be able to shed some light upon the past history of the house. I had to find some way of getting in touch with him. I guess that's it. This is not actually, this is just the birth certificate, so there's nothing else in this drawer, looks like. Okay, and then this middle one. Oh no, that shut the drawer. Okay. So not that. Is there anything else? Nope, just like some books or cloths for the kid. And there is no bottom drawer. Okay. Huh. Child riding the horse with looks like a toy wand and a toy saber, like a toy sword. Okay. And there's this. It seemed as if someone took extreme measures to forget about the existence of this room for some reason. Mr. Blackwood? Strange. And there's this mobile. Mobile? What do you? How do you say that's the city in Alabama, right? Mobile. Mobile? 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 I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about that. Yeah, so I don't... Okay. So maybe we go back out and see if the phone is... Sorry, Demetrius. Sorry, I'm leaving. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything else currently. Let's see. So if we can't read this, it just says it's some newspaper, right? Yeah, it's just a piece of newspaper. So I don't yet think we know enough to be able to know what the blocks are for. So we probably have to wait on that. Alright, we just got in this room at the beginning of this stream, so not really sure. Can't shut the window, apparently. We can go back out to the rope, I guess. Oh. Okay. I was thinking we might end up climbing down, but apparently not. So I don't know. I mean, I guess that's it. That's the whole point of this. There's nothing else, looks like. Okay. So, what does that tell us? I guess try to use the phone, maybe? See if we can actually get a phone. It's not a signal, it's a landline, but whatever. If we can get a connection out, maybe we can see if either our secretary or the real estate agent for this place, Jerry, see if either of them can maybe find out more about the Blackwood child. And it is now 3 p.m. So apparently we were that whole time climbing down and then looking in the child's room was 3 hours worth. Alright. See if we can get a phone connection now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's start with Jerry. He seems to know more about this area. Okay, maybe not. Maybe Barbara? Oh, on a Sunday? Okay. If I do another number, it's going to ask me to manually dial, right? I'm not sure what to do. What number I would want. Do I... have anything here? No. Okay, let's... Maybe I want to write some stuff down. Maybe I feel like writing now. Let's see if I can do that, maybe. It's not dark yet, so we're not in dire straits as far as that goes. Although it won't be too much longer. Only like maybe another 4 hours or something like that, and then it will get dark. Yeah, okay, good. We're gonna write. Let's see. Suddenly she stopped there, paralyzed, hesitant to give any credit to what her eyes were seeing, and completely unaware of the potentially something. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Suddenly, she stopped and stood there, paralyzed, hesitant to give any credit to what her eyes were seeing, and completely unaware of the potentially dangerous situation. Surprisingly, there wasn't anything unusual or strange about the event. Little Kathy was hastily crossing the living room towards the huge oak door, her fancy black dress fluttering at every footstep. As the girl reached the doorknob, she turned to look back at Marion and urged her with a whisper to hurry up. But Marion wasn't seeing Kathy. Her memories haunted her back and displaced reality, giving room to the nightmarish vision she had spent months trying to forget ever since her first visit to the old house. In her dream, she saw the little girl also wearing a black dress, emerging from a passageway hidden in the room. She never actually managed to glimpse where the passage was, only saw the girl running towards her, her small face contorted in a horrible grimace. Marion quickly realized it was a twisted version of the Kathy she would know later, as if her figure was then distorted by a veil of smoke. Her exact movements through the room, reaching for the knob, facing her back, those were too many coincidences to ignore. It wasn't a nightmare that she experienced that day, nor a ghost, something she refused to believe in, but was now willing to blindly embrace as the truth, given the shocking vividness of the vision. A ghost would come from the past. What she'd seen came from the... Her thoughts were interrupted as a figure behind her cast a shadow across the doorstep. "You filthy liar! You have betrayed me!" groaned a deep voice. Wow. Just the one page so far. Oh, no. There are more pages. Oh, okay. The ending. Have to come up with a suitable ending. The final twist was the most celebrated aspect of VT. They will tear me apart if I don't pull off another thing like that. But how? How? I'm up to the point where Steve goes mad. She's confused. The visions are becoming real. So now we know for sure there's a supernatural element in the story. Wait, is that really so? Question is, does it have anything to do with a creepy old lady or not? Would it be too obvious if her powers were real after all? Big question. Would people accept it? If the solution to the story is unreal... Damn, why am I trying to please everybody here? And then he's got something scratched out and know something. On the other hand, a realistic solution disguised as supernatural. Is that possible? They're expecting something like that, a real and probable outcome. That's what they loved in VT. Bloody hell, this is driving me insane. Alright, so those 2 pages, that's his notes, and then the other one's what he's typed so far. I wonder how much time has passed now that he's done that. Okay, let's go and see. Maybe we can talk to Jerry again. I guess we're not going to be calling Barbara because it's Sunday. There we go.
Yes?
Jerry, it's me. You won't believe what I found here.
Try me.
It's about the happenings that led to the murder you told me about. There's an impressive backstory surrounding this place and many loose ends. It would seem nobody ever stumbled upon this.
Shouldn't you be working on your book?
Are you listening to me? James Blackwood was into some very weird stuff and possibly dangerous. Something tells me this case is much more complex than it was thought to be.
Why don't you inform the authorities? I'm sure they'll be dying to reopen a long-forgotten case about some crazy old psycho killing his wife.
No way. And miss all the fun? I'm doing this on my own. I wonder if those noises I heard have anything to do with this. Maybe James Blackwood was trying to hide something.
Like in that book, where an old man was guarding the entrance to hell. I bet this James Blackwood person had a doorway like that in his basement. Those dreadful noises must be the sounds of the damned coming for you.
Why, thanks, mate. That's been very helpful. Great to have friends.
Then stop talking about all this nonsense. Do you have any idea how crazy it sounds? You're a writer, not some fancy PI.
I'll get to the bottom of this. I know I will. I'm certain there's much more to James Blackwood than a simple act of murder.
Now you're sounding more morbid than usual. Simple act of murder? Oh, goody. Just somebody died. Nothing to worry about. This isn't like you, Michael. This whole thing is really affecting you.
Stop being a drama queen. I'm a grown-up and I'm pretty aware of what I'm doing.
Fine. Go chase around the ghosts of James Blackwood. I'll stay here in the real world.
I'll let you know about my progress.
I don't think... I feel like our writer is a little crazy. Oops, didn't mean to go up the stairs. I meant to go in the direction of that, but not actually. So now it's 5 p.m. So we wrote for an hour, hour and a half, and then had the conversation with Jerry for like a half an hour. Does that mean I want to go back to the basement then? Might want to go back to the basement now. By the way, I think I missed saying it. Welcome to the stream, Demetrius, if you're still here. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support, man. Yeah, door to hell in the basement, I know. So I'm eagerly going toward it. I don't like you going to the basement. You go like creepy Townville. Creepy Townville. You know what I mean, like super creepy. Why you go back to the basement? Because there's probably clues or something down here. Yeah, but like maybe something better you not find out. Maybe. Or maybe I should keep exploring. Right, typical intelligent Xexor. Go where it is forbidden to go. Great plan. So it still says it's got a menacing look to it. Oh. Oh, no. I thought maybe I could actually zoom in on these or something, but no, it's just the same box as before. Okay. So that's still... The interior of the furnace was dark as the mouth of a wolf. In any case, I didn't want to spend too much time near it. Yeah. I still don't know how to turn this. Try as I might, I couldn't move the valve with my bare hands. And I thought, well, maybe it needs to be oiled, but apparently it doesn't need to be oiled. So, yeah, well, there's this, right? It's a drain cover in the concrete. There's no liquid down here. I doubt it is very common, at least, for leaking from any. I mean, there are directly above this. There are one, two. Let's see. There's the normal one, first level, second level, third. Yeah, there are 3 levels. Kind of 3.5. They're like 3.5 levels above this, right? Because there's, for example, that one room next to the painting room on the 3rd level that has, you can climb up the ladder a little bit, and then there's that higher. Anyway, there's like 3 levels above this for the rain to have to go through or something to leak into here, and it's dry as a bone in here. So I doubt this is a problem generally. The only thing I could see potentially is if the window shatters or something, or if the pipes themselves leak. Otherwise, I can't see any need for drainage in the basement currently, as it is right now. What else was in the conversation with Jerry? So we talked about maybe sounds in the basement were because of that. We talked about more to the mystery. So I might want to read more of the newspapers since the basement didn't yield additional stuff yet, at least. Maybe more newspaper information. There might be something more in the study, because I think that was James Blackwood's office, basically. So that's a possibility also. Less likely. Let's go upstairs first and see if we can find more information with the papers. Alright, we went to the attic for that. Yep. I looked for any worthwhile news in the editions of May 1963. I checked if there were anything of interest back in August of 61. Which one? We didn't have an option before. Which one did we read already? Let's just choose the first one and see. Terrible news shocks the community of Rothbury. Mr. James Blackwood, distinguished resident of the town and a widely acknowledged construction engineer, was accused of the murder yesterday of Miss Eva Mariani. Or by Miss Eva Mariani. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, this is the one we already read. So we now want to go 61. August of 61. Sad news hits our beloved town today, following an announcement that was received with rejoicing amongst many, that one of the most illustrious members of our community, Mr. James Blackwood, was having a child soon. We now have to relate a macabre turn of events. The son that was being lovingly awaited by the Blackwood family died shortly after the delivery due to a strange ailment. Oh, so they never even had the kid, really. They prepared the room for him. That would explain why they would brick it off, too. It's a painful memory. Maybe they can't even stand the idea of it being there. So then they not only bricked up the doorway, but they also put the wallpaper over it so they would never, it was like the room was never there. Wow. Understandably, the information disclosed about this happening was succinct. It appears that Mrs. Catherine Blackwood was already suffering from pains in her stomach, probably an indication there was something not healthy about her pregnancy. Dr. Christopher Milton, who attended the birth, assured us that he made every possible effort to ensure a safe delivery. But with bowed head, he said that the boy was already doomed ever since his conception. The cause of death has not been stated, but those few close to the Blackwood family have said there were serious complications during the delivery. Helping to relieve that somber news, Mrs. Blackwood was thankfully found to be out of danger. Her husband did not wish to comment about the event. Okay. And then here are Mr. and Mrs. Blackwood again. This is basically the same picture that's in the dark room, right? Where the photo's hanging. Pretty sure it's the same thing and shows them in front of this window. I wonder if that window is significant at all. My huge disappointment quickly gave way to an empty void feeling. Something wasn't right here. I began wondering if James Blackwood was somehow involved with the death of his son. So Blackwood killed his own son? I mean, I guess if he was an abusive father, maybe, which would be horrible, and he would deserve everything, every bad thing coming to him if that's the case. Okay. So let's go down to the front room, see if the events of this day had left me unusually tired. I thought it was a good time to head to bed. Oh. Alright, so we're just going to bed now, apparently. Alright. I wonder what time it is. It is 6 p.m. I didn't mean the front room. I was getting very tired. It's telling me I'm getting very tired because it wants me to go to sleep. Over here is where they would have been. But I don't see anything indicating that we need to do that right now. So we'll just go back up and go to bed. Alright, let's go up and go back to bed. I guess. I mean, he did climb out the window like freaking Spider-Man or something, so... I was getting very... Yeah, thank you. I understand. You want to go to sleep. I laid down on the bed. Something didn't feel right. Some fire cold to the touch. Remnants of previous fire. Do we have scratching noises again? No. So nothing that way. Okay. Something changed in the room? Or is it somewhere else? This, interestingly, has not yet been accessible. I would like to see that accessible at some point, but it may not be significant at all anyway. Okay, so it's probably not in any of the drawers or anything. Right? No. So nothing changed with what I wrote, right? No, that seems the same. Yeah, those are the same, so I don't think it's something different there. Probably something with a manor, then, I would imagine. Maybe the basement? Can't enter the baby's room from out here. So for now... I mean, something doesn't feel right. Could be anything, right? So I don't... That's not a lot of a clue to go on, except it tells you the reason that you are awake right now. Still nothing with this. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything in this room, so it's probably not in here. Let's see what else we... Yeah, well... I'm trying to delay going down there for as long as freaking possible. I know what... I'm worried what's going to happen when I go down there. I might not be able to see if I get in here, though. Oh, the mask is missing. What? I thought it was going to be something in the basement and that I was actually delaying bad things. Suck? Well, that plan bombed and crashed. Yeah, great idea, Xexor. How about you, like, go into the mask room? Because I'm sure there's no problem there. Oh, look, guess what? The mask is friggin' not in the room. Is it back in its spot in the case? Ah! Hi! Mother... Okay. Damn it. Had to find out their source. Okay. Seriously, dude. Like, screw getting good writing. I'm out of here. Something gonna be right there when I get out? No? Okay. Scratching again. Oddly enough, I couldn't hear anything in that fireplace. Weird. That is strange. I would have expected. Okay. Let's, I don't know. I wanted to have a better look at... We look at the ground or something near here? It's probably the basement, but... I don't see anything on the ground. Okay. I guess we're going for the basement. As much as I look forward to that. Okay. Every door I open now, I'm nervous. It's not raining anymore, so I guess tomorrow there won't be a rainstorm. Which means we're probably going to end up going to, like, the church and stuff at some point relatively soon. Maybe not tonight or anything, but one of the coming weeks, probably. Room's too dark to see anything. I know. So can I leave? Okay, can I do this? No pyromaniac. There we go. Ain't covering the concrete. Can't turn that with my bare hands. Is it in here? Am I seriously gonna crawl in here? Are you kidding right now? Okay. Just get myself killed. No big deal. It's fine. Ah, hi. My heart pounding, I barely gathered the strength to leave the basement. The last drop of oil inside the lamp had been consumed. Can I card? I was too confused to think straight and decided almost against my will to return to bed. Alright. What the frick? I went back to bed. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Monday, October 14th. The day we leave the bleeping manor and never come back. My third and final day inside Blackwood Manor began with an odd feeling of expectation. Still shaken about the occurrences of last night, I managed to pull myself together and focus on finding out what really happened inside this place. Seriously? I would think on the third night, the third day, you freaking get in your car and get the crap out of here. Seriously? Some people are just not bright, you know. Okay, let's save it here. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, what would the next thing be? Well, it's not raining, so we can potentially go outside now. See if there's something more we can do out in the yard and stuff. Also, it was incredibly cold inside the house now. So I probably want to light a fire. Maybe. Wood was now burning nicely in the fireplace. Alright. I don't really know of other sources of wood, though. We couldn't grab any of that stuff in the basement, so... I decided to tell Jerry about my experience during the previous night before leaving the house. Oh, okay. That's fine. Jerry, you'll never believe this. Jerry, take a look at what I found. Jerry. The way he says it's hilarious. It's like some wannabe snooty dude.
Who is it?
It's me.
The ghost hunter. Any contact with the other world yet?
Actually, I'm not sure. Jerry, I'm definitely not alone in this house.
What are you talking about?
Last night I saw something down below. It was moving. I wasn't dreaming, and I'm not making this up.
Are you sure it wasn't a mutant rat?
Definitely no rat.
I'm calling the police.
No, not just yet.
Michael, for Christ's sake, you could have a burglar inside the house.
This is no burglar, Jerry. It's much more interesting than that, and I want to figure this out by myself.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
Just promise me you won't call anyone. I can do this on my own.
Whatever. Just call me if you need any help. I'm driving there today.
Right. Bye.
Dude, why are some people so stupid? I don't understand why some... Dude, I'm a writer, and I write horror. I would never put myself knowingly in this kind of situation. Like, what the crap is his problem? Idiot. I've seen some scary crap in my life. I do not go seeking it out in real life. I watch movies and I play games and stuff that are scary, and I write stories that are scary, but I would never actually really IRL go to somewhere like this. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Do I want to call Barbara also? Probably not, but let's try it just in case. As I was about to dial, I remember that Barbara said she'd like Monday off. Oh, yeah, so no more Barbara, I guess. Yeah, okay, so let's go outside. See if there's anything new out here to discover. Since we're apparently a giant idiot. We've never figured this key out, or did we? What is this one? Silver key is rather generic looking. Blue in color. I don't know. I feel like... I can't remember, though. Was this... It had a padlock, yeah. So maybe... There we go. That's the key to that. Okay. A strong smell of aged oil was infecting the barn-like garage, which probably means, almost certainly means, we can get more fuel. Technically, there's no guarantee, but it's almost certain. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, nice. Little animation for the bike. That's cool. There was an old and dusty bicycle in the garage. Seemed to have some sort of device attached to it. What device? What am I... I don't know what device we're talking about. I don't want to use something like this, though, right? I probably won't. It's a wood bore tool. It's not gonna, we don't want to smash it, I don't think. Okay, so maybe we'll find something else that'll be useful for that. Small crate was sitting near the bicycle. Don't know. Okay. We'll come back to that. I'm sure that'll be useful at some point. Okay. Toolbox. What did I pick up? Oh, a screwdriver. I think, right? That's just kind of an odd-shaped handle, but I think that's a screwdriver, right? Yeah, generic screwdriver. Okay. Something else? Okay, we got pliers. Saw that time. Okay. Screwdriver and pliers. That'll be useful. What else? Of all the various items lying on the table, only the toolbox on the far left seemed to have a few useful things. Oh, so none of the rest of this? That's unfortunate. Oh, I did grab something, though. What is that? Oh, crowbar. Right? That's a crowbar? Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it. Alright, some barrels of stuff. Seriously? So there's no friggin' kerosene or anything here? One classy and old automobile. Still, I didn't want to get very close, as it gave me the strange feeling that something was about to jump at me from inside. Really? Oh. That's creepy. Why would that be the feeling? The automobile looks completely harmless. Why would that give you that feeling? That's weird. But okay. Oh, there's an axe. We probably grab that. No, we're not grabbing the axe. Okay. Fine. Also, I would not expect us to want the pitchfork, and it looks like we don't. Bucket of some kind, also not useful. We might be able to use the pliers, so rather than actual wire cutters, we might be able to use the pliers on the wire with its ceiling. What was it sealing? The church or the crypt, I think. One of the two. Okay. Since there was mail out here before, let's just double check and see. I don't expect anything, but there might. No, nothing. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Car battery's dead. That's right. It completely died. I forgot about that. All right. Okay. And I did not want to get in the boot. Yeah. Doesn't have any mechanical experience for the car, so doesn't want to try anything. See, there was that one picture of this, I swear. There should be something accessible at some point in the fountain. But maybe not yet. Okay, let's go. I don't remember which thing is which direction. This is the greenhouse, right? Can I use this? Poured some oil on the hinges of the door and hoped it would reduce the rust. Alright, there we go. A thick mist struck me in the eyes as I entered the barren greenhouse, and the smell of long dried plants and dirt permeated the air. Several pots were scattered here and there. A few had pathetic plants in them. Oh, that's to move farther along. Okay, hang on. Before I go farther, see if there's anything. Looks like no. Okay. Something glowing here. There was some kind of shiny object beneath the grating. Whatever it was, there was no way I could reach it. Use this on there. Tried using the crowbar as a lever to lift that panel of the grating, but it was solidly welded to the rest. Oh. I see. Looks like I probably will need a magnet or something at some point then to lift that out. Magnet and maybe something like a string or something to attach the magnet to. Welcome back, folks. Okay. An imposing but dead tree adorned the center of the greenhouse. That's cool. I like that tree. It doesn't have leaves, but I still think it looks cool. Also, who knows if maybe... Well, I don't know. You'd think if the greenhouse is intact, there'd be humidity in here enough that the tree would be fine too. Not sure why it doesn't have any leaves. Okay. This. A huge pot containing a bush had fallen on the drain. What? Am I doing something with this? I don't know what I would be doing right now. I don't think so. So as it turned out, Fofox, I don't know if you like exactly at what point you stepped away. I found no more lantern fuel in the garage, even though I totally expected to find some. So apparently, I will find some somewhere else, or we won't find any the rest of the game. I'm not sure. One of the pots has collapsed, spreading its contents over the concrete floor. It'd be really cool if something creepy, like, walked by out here while we're in the greenhouse. Xexor, don't jinx it for yourself. I don't want to see nothing like that. Okay, well, I'm sorry then, Squeaky. That okay, maybe, but I still don't want to see it. Okay. The upper walkway was livelier than below due to several plants that had somehow managed to subsist on it. Oh, interesting. Looks like there's a shovel there. Probably can't go this way. Those are the branches getting it. Well, no, looks like I probably can go that way. Let's go here first. Can I grab this at all? Let's see. Large hose was lying in the walkway. There was a shovel in the planter, but it was stuck in the soil. Yeah, I would need to turn water on and then use the hose, I assume. I don't know where the water valve is, though. Several pots were scattered here and there. A few had pathetic... That's the same as when we first came in. Okay. The plant on top of the table was strangely attractive. An unopened bag of fertilizer was lying on the table. One bag had ripped, spreading dirt all over the table. The watering can was of no use to me, as I had no plans to try reviving any of those plants. You're not even going to try? That's stupid. It's an old fumigator. Of course, he only cares about his stupid story anyway. That's probably part of it. Ah! Gardening shears. Okay. And... February 7th. As much as I regret it, I've decided to stop caring for the greenhouse. All my efforts to save the plants have been in vain. I just can't seem to figure out what's wrong with them. It has been a few weeks since they began falling apart to pieces, dying without any apparent cause. Some of them would just crumble at the slightest touch. This is not only frustrating, but very unsettling. Every time I enter the place, I can feel a sense of dread and decay. What I most regret is the condition of that rare plant I brought from South Africa. It's now all sad-looking and almost dried up. I will take it upstairs and look after it, hoping it will get more sunlight, assuming that everything that has been happening here has a natural explanation. Death is surrounding this place, and I can't seem to do anything about it in spite of my concerns. I can't help thinking that all of this began when I brought that... I wonder... No, I have to put those thoughts aside. I should stop reading all those sinister books. They're getting under my skin. What? You mean bringing the stupid mask home that you shouldn't have stolen from native tribes who've cursed your whole life because you're an idiot? That thing you brought home? Okay. So if I'm going to get the shovel out, I think it seems like that's probably something I want to do. If I'm going to get this shovel out, I have to get water somehow. Ah, here we go. Apparently the water wasn't running. Why? No idea. Wonder if I can see more stuff going outside now. Maybe I go around the back of this place and I can see something going on with the water? Can't go that way. Or that way. How are you going to try to get the water back on then, I wonder? I wonder if this that's in the below the grating there, I wonder if that's somehow blocking water flow. I don't know how that would affect it, but maybe. Is anything under the stairs? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's leave this behind for the moment. Start heading back to the house. We won't go in the house yet, but we'll head back that way. We're gonna go left here and go to the... Is this the church? I think this is the church, and I think the other one is the... Yeah. Locked. I don't think I have the key for that. This was for the garage, and I think I had this key and already tried it previously. Yeah. And I know I had this on the first day and it didn't work, so... Okay. So that's not yet. Okay, so we'll want to go out the back door. Unfortunately, we have to go way around. This game doesn't let you go through. Which, it's not the end of the world, but it's a little annoying. We go back through the house, go through the kitchen, and out the back door. And it's 10 a.m. now. Heating things up nicely. One thing I'm not loving about having to go through follow this path to go out back to the crypt or whatever is that we then have to come back through the house also, which is just like, I don't have anything. Oh, there is the crowbar also. Let's go to the basement again really fast. Well, really fast, it may not be really fast, right? Let's go to the basement again, see if we can use a crowbar to lift up the... whatchamashmack it, the panel on the floor. That wasn't useful. What about here? Ah, there we go. Oh. Hold on. Okay, let me... can I... How do I turn this though then? Oh, maybe I need some other component. But what else do I need? Hammer? Hit it maybe? There we go. Oh, there's no more need to fiddle with it. Okay. Valve. Okay. I don't know what that does. So it does something with a pipe, but what is the question? No, it's the same thing. Okay. And then it goes into the ground at some point. And then feeds up. So I don't know what that's doing. Okay, well, that's new. I mean, we got that done too. I don't know what that accomplishes exactly, but it is something more than what we had already. Okay, let's go out back to the crypt. See if we can use these as wire cutters. Because it's like most plier sets, right? You have the, well, not most, but a large number of them will have the pliers on top and then a thing to cut. And that looks like right here, right? Like where the first finger of the hand icon is the part that would cut wire. And then the part above that would be the part that would grip stuff. So this might be something we can do. We'll see. I don't know that it'll work, but it might. Depends on obviously how they designed the game, if they designed it to work that way in the game. Who do I think is in the house? Don't know exactly. I feel it might be a malevolent African spirit of some kind. Thus the dream with the guy with a mask. Although obviously I'm not totally sure. Could be that though. Yep, there we go. And now we'll go in. A cold shiver ran down my spine as I entered the decaying crypt. The foul smell of rotting flesh seemed to have persisted through the years. Why am I in the crypt, you say? That's a good damn question, and I do not have an answer for you. Except that I can get in here, and we're supposed to at some point. Several candle holders were attached to the walls, but alas, there were no candles in the vicinity. Oh, damn it, really? I don't know that I want to open the friggin' coffins. Okay, let's analyze them more closely. Curiously enough, this coffin was completely empty. I seriously considered what I was about to do, but my curiosity got the better of me. Hi. Why is your face super stretched like that? A corpse in advanced stages of decomposition was inside the coffin. It was disgusting. Whatever that was, I could sense a feeling of terror in its dead face. Or whoever it was. The body had been resting for several years until my disturbance. I decided to leave it alone. Seriously? Catherine Blackwood and James T. Blackwood. Really? According to the plaques, both Mr. and Mrs. Blackwood had died in the same year. But only one of the two coffers. Is it James Blackwood haunting the house? Or Catherine Blackwood? I doubt it's Catherine. I mean, she has a reason to, I think, maybe. But why would she be down on the other side of a door that the furnace goes to? It seems weird why she would be in that location. Of course, it seems weird why he'd be in that location too, so that's no different, really. Honestly. Yeah, so it could be either of them. I do not think I like this. But okay. Are we going to go downstairs? Of course we are, because it's creepy down here. So let's further investigate the creepiness. What's that line from National Treasure? Who wants to go down the creepy... Or who wants to go in the creepy... Who wants to go into the hole leading to the creepy tunnel first, or something like that? Or the creepy hole, something. I don't remember. Anyway. Seeing one dead body inside the crypt had been enough for me. This coffin was half opened, and I was horrified to glimpse the remains of a dead cat in it. Strange. Ew. Well, that's not great. There were several coffins in this room, probably belonging to the most important ancestors of the family. I barely managed to read something about a rap person that died in the line of duty. Most of the plaques were too badly eroded to make out what they said. So just FYI, if I ever have a really nice house and a really nice thing of property, I am never, and I mean never, putting any kind of damn crypt on my property. What the actual deuce, dude? Why would anybody do that? It's so friggin' morbid. Prospect of witnessing the decaying body of a baby wasn't very tempting. One of the coffins was considerably smaller than the rest. Oh, right, okay. Even though it was in better shape than the rest, it was too dark to make out what the plaque read. Most of the plaques too badly eroded. Okay. So this is, I guess, where the baby is now. Yeah, thanks for saying that, by the way. One of the coffins will be empty. Obviously, you know, worst case scenario has to happen. Okay. After leaving the crypt, I stopped to think for a few seconds. I only found one body inside, but there were two plaques. Something was evidently out of place here. You think so, dumbass? This guy, I swear. This writer is an idiot. I'm surprised. I mean, he's apparently talented at writing, so he's got that. But other than that, he's really not very smart. Okay. There. Was it on this way? Somewhere there was a thing with roots and water, right? No, it wasn't this way. I don't think it was this way. Yeah, it's not this way. It's down the other path. Maybe that's why the water isn't running inside the greenhouse. Oh, come on. I'm an idiot. Why did I go back the same way? Okay, this way. There we go. All right. I'm nervous about going through the friggin' house now. Okay, what's the position? When I go into here, to the dark room, there's the picture of the husband and wife, right? And I want to see where exactly they are in that picture. If it's the same position as on the newspaper article, then that might be significant. Yeah, it's the same. They're sitting right by this. That may or may not be significant, but I feel like it might be important. Okay, let's... Water was running, but there seemed to be a problem with the pipes. Oh, my turning that... Oh, I wonder... Maybe all of that water system is all tied together. So I might need to, in the basement, open that grating somehow and clean something out there or whatever for water in the house to run, but also maybe water in the greenhouse. I'm not really sure if it's the same water system or not, though. The greenhouse is a little bit away. I mean, the outside, like the... Let's say it's like an aquifer or something. So if there's an underground water system, like set of caverns and stuff, there's like an underground lake or something in the area, it could feed also the water for the greenhouse. But I just don't know that the pipes in this house, in the manor, are gonna really connect to the pipes in the greenhouse. That seems a little bit of a stretch. It's possible. Unlikely, I think, because of how far away the greenhouse is. Doesn't seem like it would be. If they were sitting over here, it might not be anything either, right? But if this is significant, it's possible the significance is here in the chair and the footstool, or behind them, or in the direction they were facing for the camera. It's also possible. Do anything with this behind? No. It's not changed at all. The other thing could be over here. They would have been something like that. They're actually in between this. They're kind of like right here would have been the camera. So maybe that's nothing we'll do anything with, at least right now. Okay. I probably should be nervous. You think? Really do not like the way things are shaping up. It is 10 a.m. Maybe I want to write something. That's possible too. Let's just in case. Let's see if I since I'm basically here, let's see if I want to write something in my book. Get on the typewriter again. Possibly. No! I knew it was fruitless. I couldn't write. I had to solve the mystery. It was the only thing that mattered to me now. Oh. Alright. Well, screw writing then. Alright. Now, if we go back to this room with the mask, is the mask going to be missing from that room? Okay, I was not expecting the guy when you opened the door in that dream sequence. I was thinking the mask was placed back here. Which would have been creepy anyway, but opening the door and the dude's right there is like, ah! Alright, let's see if the mask is actually missing. Oh, it's not. I said the mask, and it silently stared back at me. Oh, so the mask is not missing now. So whatever... Well, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Because now, probably what I'm thinking is, it's like a malevolent spirit, like I was saying, potentially. If that's true, it would only have the mask when it was up and about doing stuff, right? And then probably when the spirit went away for however long, probably during the day, I guess, then the mask would just be put back. All right. Okay, so nothing in there. See, there's still this, too. Something that looked like a lion's claw was firmly attached to the necklace. Makes me feel like... Oh, did I grab wire also? It was a piece of wire that had been holding the doors of the crypt. Oh. Oh! Oh! I have an idea, actually. I think I know what to do with that. But let's try this first. That wasn't useful. See if I can pull this off. There we go. We have a claw now. My zoological knowledge was as good as my technical expertise, but I was certain that claw had definitely belonged to a lion. Oh. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else in here to do. I was pretty sure early on that you were going to do something with that claw. I just didn't know what, right? I don't know if I have enough for that yet or not. Nope, not doing that. I feel like this is likely what you're going to use to get down in that grate in the greenhouse, but we need, I think, a magnet of some kind is my guess. We've not really used this for much. I think we used it once in that lock when we were trying to get the key out the back side and it drop on the paper. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's... I'm trying to think if there's anything upstairs. That we have not yet... Well, yeah, there's that burner, right? That small, like, stove in the upper room, but I've not gained anything new that would go on that burner, I think. I mean, you could technically maybe put the lion's claw or something there, but why? Like, at this point, I don't have a reason to believe that or like melting the wire or something is something you want to do. It doesn't feel that way to me, so... But I wonder, now that I have that wire, maybe I can use that on that grate down underneath the... or at the inside the basement? Why am I going this way? I have no idea. But... just one more door. Let's do that. Nope, not useful. I don't know. Use this on here, maybe? No. I don't think there's anything new that'll work with this then right now. This doesn't work. I already tried this before. Why would you use the lion's claw? That just doesn't make sense to me. This cuts. You're not trying to cut through. This cuts or twists, but you're not trying to do that with either of these. That doesn't work. And then I had all of this from the oil all the way across before, so I've already tried that other stuff. All right. So I guess then... Yeah, okay, so I don't know, at least right now, if there's anything more to do in the basement. We will at some point, very possibly. Well, almost for sure, right? We'll probably have to open that grate on the bottom. I just don't know. 2 handles? Does what have 2 handles? The grate on the floor in the basement? Yeah, it's got 2, but you probably only need to lift 1. The way those typically work, so I don't know if you're familiar with that kind of stuff, but typically there are 2 of those and only one of the doors you unlock usually. I mean, you could unlock both, but normally you only leave one, or normally you only open one so that you can go down. Push the broom through both? Oh, I wasn't ever able to grab the broom, though. I tried it. Oh, maybe it changed. We could try it. But unless that changed, I was never able to actually grab the broom. The broom was always just kind of there, but like decoration in the room. It really was never used for anything. So I can't grab this or this. Neither of those let me grab anything. And I don't think there's this. But see, I can't actually grab that. And the crowbar could technically go through both, but it says it wasn't useful. So I don't think that's happening for now. Well, I think what we need... Yeah, we need a key. There should be... Maybe it's here? Anyway, there should be like a small circle, and you get basically there's like a handle, like a T, basically, and you put your fingers under the sides of the T, and at the end it has basically a key end. It's not like a normal key, but it matches the circle that's on the grate, and you put that in, and then you twist, and then because that's unlocked, then you can grab the side you've unlocked and lift it. Usually, I guess this is just one. This is just one. I'm thinking of like out on sidewalks in big cities, you'll have 2 of these panels. And because they're so heavy, you usually just open one, unless you have something big or wherever you need to get in there, and then you'd open the second one. It's not always just on sidewalks in a big city, but that's a good example of where they are. This one looks like it's just a single one. So yeah, you would put that key in and unlock it, and then you grab both handles and pull it off and slide it. Probably not pull it off all the way, like lift it all the way, because it's going to be pretty heavy. Probably lift it up a little bit and then slide it to the side is more likely what you'd do. But it looks like we don't have the key right now to open that, so... Okay, so what else do we still have? So we need to create some kind of a water supply or free up the water supply for the greenhouse. We need to get down in that panel where we just were to fix the water for the house, for the manor, probably. Those are probably 2 separate tasks, I'm guessing. We also need... What? We need the key to the church, which is, excuse me, very possibly in that grate down in the greenhouse. Okay, what time is it now? How much time has passed? Still 10 a.m. So doing some of those extra things, you wouldn't expect it to normally anyway, right? But this game has a funny thing about it where you spend like 2 minutes doing a thing and it moves like a whole hour. So I wasn't sure, but it looks like we're still at 10 a.m. I'm still bothered by the fact that one of those photographs is for this, but you can't seem to ever do anything with this. That seems very strange to me. But I mean, I don't even have any kind of interaction, anything. Like I can't even use a magnifying glass to just examine it. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Okay, so if we want to go, the greenhouse is all the way this way, right? So just keep going this way. See if maybe now, although I think we still need, I still think we need something like a magnet. Well, let's see if now maybe we can reach down in the grate with the wire. Maybe we only need the wire. I would still expect a magnet, like I said, but no, not useful. Yeah. See, that's... I'm pretty sure we need a magnet. I wonder if I missed anything out at the garage also. Yeah, something is in there for sure. I don't know what it is. I would expect, since we already found the baby's crypt, or not crypt, coffin, right? And we found, like, since we already found the baby's coffin, and we happened to find a cat's coffin, I don't expect to find any, like, dead anything below that. We might still, but I don't expect to find anything there. But there is something there, and what it is not clear. Okay, see, here is water. Tree has a little hole in space which allowed water to pass through. Small pool of water below the arching tree. But I don't... Let's see if I use this. Maybe I can cut this. No. Or... No. There's a hole in the base. Could I widen that with this? No. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I could use the shears and cut this. Looks like that's going to be able to happen, or that's going to be able, that's going to be allowed to happen in the game. I would think there's got to be something significant still to go on with this, though, but it doesn't. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not right now. I want to go not this way. I was gonna turn around because of this thing. There's a. No, it's just that. Okay. So I made a turn that I didn't need to make then? So that goes to the tree. I don't want to do that. I want to... There we go, this way. I don't know about a magnifying glass of any kind, though. So we still don't have a key. I'm not gonna force this, right? Or maybe I will. I don't know. No. Yeah, no. No, I'll need a key, I think, before I can look in the church. I don't think there's anything... I don't think we're going to get in there for now. Alright, let's... Really don't want to go back to the crypt. What are we going to find? We go back to the garage? Maybe there's something in there that I missed? We need something. Whether it does or doesn't somehow work along with the wire that I've got, there needs to be something to scoop out, or possibly, like I said, with a magnet or something, attract it, but like pull out that thing from the grate. And I don't know. See, this dude, like, he's got plenty of wood. Well, at least wood for a while, right? He's got stuff that's already in the stove and that's burning now. There are 2 piles on the floor in the basement, and there's this pile already chopped up here in the garage. So, like, I would, for the next thing, I would grab this and take this with me, and then I would also, while it's still daylight, grab the 2 piles of wood from the basement and bring them up so I had them to burn. But okay, so I now have the bicycle. You said there's something attached to it. That's not useful. Oh, but wait, hang on. He says some sort of device attached to it. Yeah. Can I not? What about pliers? No. The odd device was attached to the rear wheel. Maybe that's what I need to do. It lights things up. But I don't know. I feel like I'm wanting to remove it. And then, well, but why though? Why do I want to remove it? That's a question I'm not sure I can answer. So it lights up. The light goes basically like this, which right now at least probably is not useful at all. Later I think it'll be useful, but right now I don't think it has a use. There's nothing in here I missed, right? No. Nope. I can't believe out of all this stuff, though, there's no more kerosene or anything. Like, what the deuce? Oh, I only have a couple matches left. Huh. That's interesting that they changed the icon so that it shows more up to date what's going on. What is what? I'm sorry, I missed your question. What are you asking about? Small crate was sitting near the bicycle. Crate seemed to be empty, so I decided not to waste my time with it. Oh. Okay. I mean, I don't think... Why would you use any of this stuff on the bike? If you were going to detach the light to use somewhere else... Oh, it's this. So the thing on the bike, it's this. It's... If you maybe you're not familiar with this. So it's a device, basically like you can see. So you attach it to the bar, okay? And it has an arm that has a turbine. A small little engine, basically. It's basically got components like for generating electrical current inside, and on top, right here, this piece right here by the magnifying glass, okay, it's basically a little piece of metal sticking out that has a wheel with teeth on the outside of it. And that wheel puts friction against your tire. So as your tire rotates, as you're biking, basically, right, as you're going down the road and bicycling, the tire rotates and it rubs against this wheel that's in. So the tire's going this way, and this other thing is up this way. So it's rotating this way. This rotation sends energy down, and so then you get the electrical current generates inside, and then that electricity is sent through the wires up to this light. So this generates a headlight for the bicyclist. So that's what that's what the device is. I was looking to see if there's some way to detach it, but I don't know why you would detach it, because the only way the light works is if this is rotating. How are you going to do that? Well, you can like hold the light with one hand, or hold the light with your teeth, hold the engine with another hand, and then twist it like this. It's not going to work very well, right? So this is impractical in almost any other use. So I'm not sure why you would do anything with this. You might still. There might be a thing, for example, this is the third and final day. It's possible that this night of day 3, come back out to the garage, and then I use that light to be able to see, possibly? I don't know. I'm really not sure what the point of this is. It's cool, but I don't know. I'm a little puzzled why it's in the game, other than something cool, which I assume it's not just to be something nifty for the player, right? So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. And I did not, unfortunately, find any kind of a magnet or anything there, so I'm not sure what... Don't have anything out in my car. There's nothing left in the glove box in my car. The key won't won't do anything, or the key. When you click the key, it tries to turn the engine over, but of course the battery's dead, so it won't pull the keys out of the ignition. So that's no point. He won't look in the boot because he's not mechanical, so he doesn't want to try. So there's nothing there. There's nothing in the mailbox. At least there wasn't. I guess since I'm technically right here, I might as well check it again, but I doubt there's any mail. Yeah, nothing new. Okay. Still confused about this. Still don't know why, or yeah, still don't know why you're not able to interact with it, although it's in a photo. Unless it's a red herring. The game might be just trying to give you something extra so that you have to puzzle more things out. It's possible. So we went straight all the way out into the greenhouse. Still don't know how to get the water for there working. Still don't know how to get the thing out from under the grate. That way is the church. Still can't get in right now because there's no key. And then out back is the crypt. And as far as I can tell, we've examined everything in the crypt now. There are several tasks of things that need to be done. I just am not sure how we do them. So there's that. So the music inside is all like, you know, signifying potential dread now. The drums and stuff, like a greater African presence and stuff. Or African spirit presence, I should say. Still nothing with either of these, right? I thought he bought the whole place, but I guess he just has access for a limited number of days. I thought he bought the whole place, though. I mean, I'm not saying that this guy necessarily has loads of money to just be blowing on some random house or whatever, but I got the impression that he decided he was going to stay here for a while to work on his book, so he figured he would, like, more than just a few days. So he would be here to... Maybe not. Water was running, but there seemed to be a problem with pipes. Yeah. So there's still that. I don't know... I don't think I have anything to do with the pipes though right now. It's got to be that thing down below, right? The lid. I need to lift that lid off of whatever downstairs. So that's yet another thing with this. I don't know what we're going to use the burner for. I assume there's something at some point we'll need to use this with, because there were several components. We had a little like piece of metal we had to slip in here, then we had to put the like paint can lid or whatever on top here. So there's obviously something we need to do with that, but I don't know. Gonna melt this down? Whoops. Disappeared. Yeah, like I said, I had everything from the oil can and left already in my inventory before, and I already used them. So none of these things make sense. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Do they? Like IRL? Like if you see them in real life, they freak you out. There are a lot of people that get that, I think, partly, maybe not in your case, and I'm not saying exclusively, but some people get that because of the movie Psycho. And there are other places, like games and things where that becomes an issue at some point. Like, for example, in the Dead Island games. Well, I don't know about in the second one. Yeah, I think the second one too, maybe. I don't remember if there was much of that in the second one. If there was, it wasn't a lot. But in the first Dead Island game, there were a lot of kind of the huts, the guest huts that guests have been using prior to the zombie outbreak, that had somebody had died in the tub or whatever and then turned. So then when you open the curtain or something, there'd be a zombie there waiting for you. That was a thing in Dead Island. I think it was in the first game. Maybe it was in the second. I don't know. They kind of bleed together now a little bit. Some of the specifics. I remember the plots of each of them, and I remember a lot of the specifics. Like, I remember a quest from the first one that was definitely not in the second one. Where there was out on one of the... What do you call those? Veranda? It's not the veranda. What basically you have a pier that goes out a ways, out into the ocean, right? So it's like from the beach, you walk out on this pier, you walk out a little ways into the water, like over the water, and then they had like a little hut built out there. So it was out on the hut was actually out on the water, but obviously had a foundation stuff in the water, so the hut itself was fine being out there anyway. After the outbreak, at a certain point, there's that pier, and there's a whole bunch of suitcases and other stuff just kind of dumped in the middle of the pier, blocking it off so that zombies wouldn't get through. If you go another way, I think it is you go into the water, and then I think you climb a ladder on the other side of the suitcases. Then you could talk to some people, some survivors who are out in one of those huts. And they're there. They realize that basically it's like a zombie apocalypse, and they pretty much think they're going to die at some point. So they're just basically wasting all their time being drunk, trying to just not think about what's eventually going to be inevitable. And so you have a mission. If you bring more booze to them from elsewhere on the island, if you bring them more booze, the lady will give you more diamonds. Well, she'll give you from her huge diamond supply she's got or whatever. And then if you get those diamonds, you could take the diamonds into the town on the one city on, or it's not a city really, but the one town on the island. You could take the diamonds to some survivors there that are like vendors. They're selling stuff, trading stuff. People that are trying to get rich off the situation, right? In case they end up surviving and leave. Anyway, so you could trade the diamonds. You could sell them and make some money from that, and then use it to trade to get like more ammunition or whatever. Kind of a thing like that. Anyway. Let's go back into the kids' room. As excited I am to do that. Oh, wait, can I not? Oh, apparently I can't. Oh, no, I can. It just didn't display well. Okay, let's see. If there's anything more in here that I missed. Or maybe something in the lettering here, like I said before. Unless the numbers are significant somehow, it doesn't seem like this is a thing. What about the ones down here? No. These could be some numbers like for a phone or something, possibly. 60978, but then what would this be? And the upper ones are not helpful because there are way too many numbers. Maybe you can't read this one, but 296 or 2946 056 736 841. I mean, that's way the frick too many numbers for a phone number, right? So I don't know. Can I use this maybe on this at all? No. Yeah, I don't think any of that. I don't think we're ever getting. We'll just have to go through the rope way that we go now, I think, to get back here. And there's nothing in these drawers that I missed, right? Birth certificate, but otherwise, I don't see anything else in here. See if there's a trick thing with any of these paintings, but I don't think so. Oh yeah, there are the paintings out in the hall that might now make more sense, possibly. That's cute. This kid's playing a pipe, I think. Some kind of a pipe in a shell to entertain his friend or maybe the sheep. Okay, well, I don't see anything else new in here. We can always come back, but... that would definitely be a little nerve-wracking. Crawling out there with your... on a rope. Well, yeah, I've also not been in these rooms again since we found more stuff. Maybe there's something else in one of these. Possibly. Whoever painted those pictures must have been deeply disturbed. What is... something wants to... there we go. Several cans of paint were scattered throughout the room, probably all dried up by now. Oh, okay. That was for this. I see. So this shows the extra room, but other than that, I'm not sure if this shows anything more. Smallest of the hallways. Oh, this was a servant's bedroom, I see. And then servant's bathroom. Interesting. My lovely room. That strange African gallery. Long lower hallway. Bathroom on the second floor. Main bedroom. Was the nursery room I found. The last hallway left unfinished and full of garbage. The next one showed the top floor of the house. All the rooms this floor seem to be in very poor condition. Common sense dictated was the very same room I was standing in now, yeah. So I guess we don't get anything new there. There's not really a thing of plans showing the basement. This unfinished room seemed to have been used as a storeroom for some sinister paintings. Alright, let's see if there's anything in here, like I said, a magnet or anything along those lines, potentially. First of all, these are not bricks, they're blocks, which it's not really semantic difference. Brick takes a whole lot more, and they're also not hollow generally. Blocks are hollow and are generally cheaper and easier to come by. And blocks are, well, more often, not really. I guess they're about the same. I say blocks are more often used for houses and stuff, but that's not true. Just depends on what you're using, what you're needing to use. Well, okay, nothing out of those. Really sure anything more in the papers over here. Nope, just those two. Okay. Seeing if there's some clue that I missed before in this text. She saw a shadow out in the garden. Photograph clearly shows Blackwood burying a shape in his garden. We can almost confirm that the shape is a body. So I need that shovel, which means I need water, so I can use the hose to loosen the dirt so I can grab the freaking shuttle. You see how this is a problem? This is a recurring issue. Doesn't seem like I have anything new for this. What is that reflecting? What is the reflection from this? Newspapers, kinda? But what are these? Like plates or something? I don't see anything like that over here. So what is this reflecting? Is my question. Oh, I see. It's these. It's these paint cans. Okay. Okay. I was like, what the frick is that reflecting? I see. Okay. That's what I was thinking, is like maybe this is a clue. No. I found out what it was reflecting. What else could we use? I'm not sure. And that cover, by the way, in the basement, it might not be locked, but if it's not locked, then why could we not just lift it? I've tried oil on it already, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I'm not sure what's... Oh, right. I was going to check potential. It doesn't mean that we're going to get any progress with trying this, but I was going to check these couple of paintings. Because this has this area and the other painting has the other area. See if there's something more. Not sure. And then the other painting has bottom right corner. Let's see. Is there more? See, the thing is, there's no additional interaction, so I'm not sure. See, these don't light up when I go over the area, so I'm guessing there's not really any additional interaction to be had there. Yeah. See, it would either light up or be red if it couldn't be done at all, and it's neither of them. So I am not sure at this point. We didn't want to look at the perfumes over here before. Do we want to look at them now, maybe? Because liquid goes with the burning, maybe? Or no, still doesn't want to go through them. If I remember right, this only had the key, really, right? And then nothing else, pretty much. Is this useful? 631-9102? Oh, there is a contact number here. Maybe we use this. So if that's the case, maybe 01912 94144. That might be useful. Try that. Let's see. Okay. Let's get out of here and see if we can call that number. Four, 1, 4. Make sure I've got it right so far. 01912 94144. Aha!
Good day, the National Bank of Northumberland. Robert Blake speaking.
Hello, Robert. I need some help. Do you have a customer there registered as Christopher Edward Milton? He's a doctor.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't give you that kind of information.
It's all right. I work in the hospital with him. My name is Dr. Mike Rutherford.
Which hospital would that be, sir?
Rothbury Health and Care Medical Center.
Please hold on a few moments. I'm sorry, sir. I see we had someone called that a few years ago, but everything in the files has been removed. It had seemed he's no longer a customer of this bank.
Oh, I see. Good old Christopher still playing pranks on me. That old joker.
Sir, you said your name was...
I won't waste your time anymore. Good day.
And then we try one more time with the Blackwoods, maybe? Do it again. 01912 and then 94144. 9 4 1 4 4.
You again? If you persist, I shall have to inform the authorities.
All right, relax.
Oh. Really? So I can't ask about the other one? That's annoying. Okay. I might have missed my chance. I didn't realize. Crap. Okay, well, I guess we're not finding out any additional stuff. Okay, well, I think we're going to end it there tonight, so... Let's go on top of this one that was also today. Okay, as everything slowly but surely closes down from the game. Wow, it was a bit of a delay. All right, so that is going to be where we will leave it today. Thanks for joining me. We made quite a bit more progress today for scratches, so that's nice. Still have obviously quite a ways to go, I assume, but we made a lot of progress today, so that was good. I will be tomorrow finishing the final chapter of what do you call it? Azura El Circle. So that'll be tomorrow afternoon. We'll do the final chapter of that, and then depending on how much time that takes, if we finish before that's done, then I'm going to be doing Yomawari again. So I appreciate your support. Thanks for joining me. As always, if you enjoyed this, feel free to share it with other people. Thumbs up if this is on YouTube. If it's on Twitch, they don't do that kind of stuff. That's fine. And I will see you tomorrow if you can make it. And if not, of course, it's not the end of the world. But in all cases, like I already said, I appreciate your support. I will see you guys in my next videos. Elix coming soon as well. Peace.